Oh, goody! An interview. I love these things. Take one.
Hello, Mr. Winslow. How are you?
Excellent.
So, Mr. Winslow,
Yes, hello.
if your life was a love affair of voice and noise, how would you describe it in a paragraph?
Sometimes sounds like that cannot be described in a paragraph because you get one sound which is, oh, I love you, and then sometimes you can get, you gotta be very careful. But if it could be done in a paragraph, or for me, it would be, because that's what comes from love.
Very good. Okay, Mr. Winslow.
Thank you. I hope people are watching this right now.
Next question.
Yes.
Has there ever been a night when you had no energy to go on stage, but you went out anyway?
For the performer, that's something that happens a lot. For a performer, that happens a lot. We all have those days. It's the same thing as going to work. It's the same as you know, any person going to work. Oh, I just don't want to do it. Or even if you're trying to, if you miss the bus, especially when the bus goes, and you gotta walk to work. It's the same thing. Oh man, I don't want to walk. And guess what's behind you? I guess I'm gonna have to run to work. But everybody understands that, and you don't want to be there. And by the time you get to work, you're late. Oh man, here we go again. And then, of course, if you were driving in the car and you had, you know what ends up happening when you don't want to go to work and everything's messing with you. Sir, sign here. And here, it's not an admission of guilt, but pay the fine anyway. Sign here. Happens to all of us. So yeah, it happens to me. Is that the short answer?
That's a good answer, Mr. Winslow.
Thanks.
What is an item that you cannot live without?
My nose. I cannot live without my nose because it helps me draw the breath to make the sounds that you end up being able to hear. Because just imagine if you had no nose. This is an old one. Billy Crystal did this on the Academy Awards. Justin Bieber. See what I mean? Gotta have the nose.
Okay. If you could choose one superhero power, what would it be and why?
That's one of those questions where you end up going, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. What superpower would I wish for? I think the reset button. The reset button. Think about it. Think about it for a second. Having yourself a reset button on everything might just get you out of trouble long enough until you get in the next trouble. But you know what? A reset button where you can go, a reset button would be kind of cool. Only trouble is, oh, I made a mistake. The reset button. Oh, here we go. See, that's the trouble with the reset button. You keep making mistakes. You make more mistakes by trying to fix what you already did.
That's a really good superpower. All right, here's one, Mr. Winslow. If you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would you be reincarnated as?
What would I come back as? Well, just to mess with the folks that are glad I'm gone, I want to come back as air. That way, y'all gotta breathe me whether you like it or not. Air.
What is the weirdest sound you've ever imitated?
The weirdest sound that I've ever imitated? Don't tell nobody.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry.
I guess it's take two.
What is the funniest noise prank you've ever made?
You mean one that I can tell on camera? Or one that I'm waiting for the statute of limitations to be involved? See, the thing you have to understand this. I understand George Clooney. I understand the practical jokes. So I don't do that anymore. And besides, Jonathan Winters has passed away, so I ain't really had a chance to do nothing like that. Not since I missed Jonathan. He taught me some noises.
Wow.
We were on a plane together, and he taught me some noises, and I don't do them anymore. It's been a few years. It's been a couple years, so I don't do that anymore. So statute's up. Of course, we are quite sorry about the jokes we made about Cat Williams using his voice and impersonations. Of course we do. We apologize thusly. We apologize right away.
And you better make sure that you made it too.
Oh, sorry. We have to go off the air again. Okay, this is take 3, and I promise we're not going to do it again.
Do you ever...
See, this is the problem. When you make noises, people off camera start laughing at you, and they don't know whether it's you or the noise itself. And then you end up getting in trouble. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, I know you had questions. What is the next question?
Do you ever dream of new noises?
I do. I do dream of new noises, but sometimes the old noises don't like the new noises that come in. It's kind of like a jealous ex something. It's like, you're going,
Yo, Adrian, what you doing new noises? Mine, I thought we was good together.
So sometimes the old noises can supersede on all the new noises.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy. And that happens to a lot of people, not just me. It's like,
Okay, look out! Get out of the way!
Arnold?
Uh-oh, I know who that is.
that's the governor.
Okay.
I guess he's been making that noise a lot. But then so do I.
Here's one for you, Mr. Winslow. Bobby McFerrin is another master of the human voice and humor. Have you ever thought about doing a show with him?
That would be a lot of fun. And I will tell you why that'd be a lot of fun. Because recently Key and Peele decided to have a... Uh-oh. Excuse me, while we do our time change, stand by. We hope you have enjoyed our wonderful display. And while the clock retains its shape, we hope you have enjoyed watching our program. And now we return to our show. Yes. Sorry about that. We just had daylight savings time here, so time just changed.
Well, those are all of our questions from Capital Light. We thank you so much for giving us a little bit.
Now return to Capital Light TV. Please ignore the noises you are hearing. You're not hearing them now.